Alright, what's going on everyone? I come to you from a shady spot at the BMX park. It's probably the shadiest spot here. It's a really hot day today, probably about 33 degrees C. And we're here to see how the short course truck goes after a couple of modifications. So if you've seen my last video, you probably know what's going on with this thing. Since that video I have changed the servo horn. So I had the aluminium ribbon just laying around, so decided to fit that up considering we've got the new servo in there. Seems to be working pretty well. I have had a quick blast around already, and it seems to be working very nicely. So yeah, and one other thing I didn't mention is also I've cut the little window out in the gearbox, you can see there, mainly because I've upgraded to the steel gears from the Maverick Quantum Flux, and yeah, it's a little bit thicker, so it actually rubs on the plastic housing, so I've had to cut that out so it doesn't rub anymore. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, so I hope the slow motion jumps turned out okay. We seem to have popped the ESC out. And I didn't realise, but there's already a couple of rocks under there, so probably wasn't stuck in there very well anyway. Everything else is holding up alright though, you know, like, that's only double-sided taped on. I'm surprised that's still hanging in. I'm surprised that's still hanging in, to be honest, as well, because I mean that's a cable, like a GoPro cable in there, just wrapped it in heat shrink, but yeah, anyway, far out. There was some big airs, you know, they were like off the top of that jump down there, from there, over there, full throttle, and you know, flat lands over there, so there were some big airs, probably the biggest airs I've ever done with this car. And it friggin' went so well, like, nothing has broken. I've been out here giving it hell today, on and off camera, you know, second battery of the day sort of thing. And it just keeps going, you know, motor's not too hot, ESC's always pretty chilly in this thing, it never really gets that warm. Yeah, and I mean, look at that, no problem at all. So, yeah, you know, servo saver's doing the job, saving that on with the aluminium servo horn there. So yeah, anyway, I think that'll do it for today. We'll cruise on back home and inspect the damage. Yeah.
Okay, so we are back from the park. This thing did an epic performance. Those airs, the airtime in slow motion there, I'm impressed. Like the first one, reviewing the footage that I watched, it just, you know, nearly kissed the sun, sort of bottom side to the sun, like almost did a backflip. Yeah, and then it touched the brakes and it sort of just flipped straight around. And yeah, just landed on its wheels perfectly. So this thing took some hectic abuse today, and literally no casualties. I was out there for probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours, just smashing it around, sending it around this BMX park, and didn't break a thing, other than, you know, the ESC coming out. But it was only held in, you can see there's some double-sided tape, and then this here was like a sticky foam sort of thing. Yeah, I think that came off a long while ago because there was quite a few rocks stuck to that, but not to worry, we'll fix that up. And yeah, we'll just keep coming back for more. Like I said, just takes absolute punishment and just keeps going and going and going. My only concern, or my only problem that I had with the day was I kept getting rocks stuck in these holes here, and they would bind up on the screw, or the, you know, the little Ackerman thing for the steering in there, and you'd always sort of lose steering to one side. So next time I have this apart, I might put some tape on both sides, top and bottom, just to sort of fill that hole in to stop things getting stuck in there. But yeah, have some upgrade parts soon, so we get the aluminium steering assembly. Now the only other notable thing is, I think it's this side, I keep popping the steering link out. I have split on the underside, very hard to see. Oh, don't drop the car. There you go. So I've split the underside of the inner end link, and it pops out quite frequently now. But I've wound it back in probably about 6 or 7 times, and it sort of holds up until you have a pretty bad hit. But I mean, I've got replacements for those coming as well, also aluminium. So quite a few changes coming to this thing soon. So if you are wondering about any specific aluminium parts, leave a comment below, and I'll let you know if I will be getting it or if I can get it. And yeah, we'll do an install and review video. One thing before I go, I did have the shock springs, or the shock caps, wound all the way down. both ends, and reviewing the slow motion footage, the rear does seem very bouncy. So I do actually have the shock springs off this car, still built, and they've got some I think it's 90 weight shock oil in them. So next time I go out, I'll take them with me and see if the higher weight compared to the 90 over the 60, which is what's currently in it, see if that makes a difference with the bouncing, because it just hops, you know, just comes off hopsicles and then just hops. It feels really stiff, so you can kind of see the boing. So yeah, see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more of this car's life and any of my other videos. And yeah, see you next time. Cheers.